Hello and welcome to Steve's Vintage Model Builds. Welcome back to subscribers and returning viewers, and for new viewers, a most hearty welcome. Thanks for joining me. I hope you find the show today informative and entertaining. So we have a kit review coming up, but just before I went through that, I thought I would like to, like that, hey, see that? Pan that back and forth, yeah. Okay, some WIPs, works in progress. Here we go. We've got the Atlantis 1200 Moonraker shuttle. Yes, I know right now it looks like a sick raccoon, but it's going to look better when I'm done. You know, got some white to touch up. Got the satellite done, yada da da, blah 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 blah. And so that's that underway. Fun little kit, you know. Let's see. After I've been doing some modeling therapy over the last couple weeks. Things are getting better. So next is the Nike missile that we have here, and it's nearly done. It needs a little bit of paint detail and some decals, decals. So here's the missile, big sucker, and here's the launch platform. And I haven't glued these in yet. These are control boxes. This is for oil. This is for electronics. So they're just black. I'll detail a little bit. And then there's a decal set that goes in here for the gauges. So there you go. That's nice. And actually, I'm going to move this out of the way because it's prone to tipping. Okay, so yeah, here's the base, and I'm very pleased with the color here. See on the box there, it looks kind of brownish, irony, whatever you want to call it. And I think I did a pretty good job with it. What I did was I took gunmetal gray and mixed it with Vallejo. Sorry, don't tell Oxley. Vallejo water-based acrylic. What do we got here? I've got it here somewhere. No, I'm lying. It wasn't. What I did was I used the model color. They call this German black brown, and I mixed it with model color gunmetal blue. And I know it doesn't really look brown, but at the same time, I think it very much looks like painted iron. And then here it was gunmetal gray and copper, all Vallejo paints here. Oh, and yeah, this was gunmetal gray too on the feet. Okay, so yeah, that's a fun little kit, and yeah, lots of stuff you can do. It was very reasonably priced, and a bit of a different subject. Okay, and not sure if I showed this before, but I'm going to again anyways. here's my Italeri 148 Huey. I've done it in U.S. Marines. What do you call it? You know what I mean. Livery. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Yeah. It was pretty good. Yeah, nice little kit. You know, there you go. I wish they put some. I wish they would. I wish they'd put figures. But anyway, so yeah, this is. I did this for Ice Queen 7, Sue's channel there for the group build. I don't know if you can see in there. Let me see. Turn this a little bit more. Can't really see. There you go. Can you see the detail of the wiring inside and stuff? Anyways, yeah. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Kit went together quite nicely, and most of the mistakes or problems were of my own doing. So I'd certainly recommend that to anybody. Yeah, nice little kit, lots of fun. And next, I actually did a step-by-step build on this that I haven't released, and I might, but I might not. This was the Atlantis B-29 Super Fortress. Overall, I'm quite pleased with the way it's turned out. There's still a bit of touching up and decaling to do. Unfortunately, the front canopy, this was a mess. This was a disaster. I had to cut both the plastic and the canopy, and it's still not really fitting in there real good. So, and I have to put these observation domes on too. So anyways, yeah, it was a nice little kit. No wheels. You don't have the option. What you do get are two stands. You get a Presto cheapo one like this. There. And yeah, boy, that'll blow in the wind. There we go. Okay, we're going through some turbulence, fellas. You better buckle up. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Sorry, no in-service, no in-flight food and beverage at this time. And no smoking. So, there you go. Anyways. Nice little kit. And it came with figures. 3 figures. Unfortunately, you can't see them once the canopy's on. Anyways, once again, not an expensive kit. And went together quite nicely. Just, you know, just fun. And also, this came in the mail today. All the way from the Isle of Jersey, believe it or not. And I've talked about this before. I got one of these with the Titanic, the Revell Titanic kit. And anyways, yeah, this came, it was included with the kit along with some paints. 2 of the 5 of which were all dried up, but that's the way it goes. That's what happens when you get those kits with the paint in it. So, and yeah, I've talked about this before, and I think Jason at Modelkitstuff did a review on it, and he didn't come out very impressed. There are a couple things about this cement, and at first, you know, the old Revell prejudice, but excuse me. I would never have bought this on its own, but it came with the kit, and so I figured it was Revell cement, so when I started to put together a Revell kit, I'd give it a try, and I like it. I respect Jason very much, and I think really it comes down to a case of to each their own. I like the thickness of it. This little wand, the dispenser wand, it takes some getting used to and a little bit of practice, because all it takes is just like one little squeeze and just to get a little bubble coming out at the end, and then it just spreads across beautifully. And as you can tell, I mean, it's great for those for joints. You know, it gets right into the joints there. And I found that it creates a great bond. Once you learn, once you get dexterous with the dispenser thing here, it's not messy at all. One thing that I have to agree with Jason is that the little nozzle here tends to gum up a little bit. And so you need to take like the end of a hobby knife and just kind of dig it out, or a little pin or whatever. It doesn't take much, but that seemed to irritate some people. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, it comes off here. I got this one for free, and it's empty now, but I'm going to fill it up. And I don't use it all the time, but I've used it quite a bit, and so yeah. So for a Modelbau geeignet. Oops, wrong language. Suitable for model building. There you go. Achtung, warning. And this is 25 grams. I think it cost me about $13, including shipping. All the way from Jersey. Nice cows over there. Not as nice as Guernsey, but I don't want to get into that. I don't want to start a world war here. Oh, and so, yeah, okay. So, this is, you know, I like the way, you know, it just sets down like that. You can leave the lid off. You can leave this off for, you know, you don't want to leave it for hours. But, you know, when you're actually working, you just, you know, take this off, and when you do your thing, bing, bing, doesn't fall over. Yeah, very nice. So, yeah, no complaints about that. And I guess the other thing was, yeah, so there was that. So, you know, like I say, to each their own. I don't mind it. And with a little bit of practice, I found it goes on real nice. So, and creates a good bond. Yeah. So, yay. There you go. That's it. Okay, and so before we move on to the star of the show, two things. I probably should have done this at the top, but today's June the 6th, and it's the 80th anniversary of Operation Overlord, where the forces of freedom and democracy assaulted Fortress Europe in the greatest amphibious invasion in the history of the world, before or since, to free not just Europe, but to destroy the tyranny of Nazism, which, as we see today, was only partially successful, both in Europe and elsewhere. Just as with any other destructive ideology, it gets picked up and like a cancer on our species. In any case, we won that time, and we'll win again, as long as we try. So, in any case, the other thing is, so anyways, to all those veterans out there who might still be alive, and not just from the invasion itself, but all the other veterans who have worked worked so hard and sacrificed, literally, in order to keep us safe, keep us free, and to destroy the hatred that from time to time seems to consume us. And beyond that, June 6th is also my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. We miss you. But anyways, there you go. Okay, so now on to today's show. Ooh. And I don't mean to just smooth over all of the D-Day commemorations, or in any case, well, what I'm trying to say is that so many other people are doing fabulous D-Day tributes. All I can do is pay my respects and let others who are a lot better at YouTube than I am to pay those tributes. But I'm there in my heart. Okay, so here we go. So this came in the mail, or Amazon. Is that nice sturdy cardboard box? This was me. That wasn't Amazon. That was me. I think you just heard what that was. Anyways, so yeah, we had the space shuttle. Oh, and I forgot to show too. Working on the Apollo 11. There's the engines. Got to do the interior still. But there's the plates and those big, beautiful F1 engines. There we go. And in keeping of that theme, we have something here very different for the channel. And I'm going to show you what it is now. Get it out of the box. Now it says here on the outside of the box, this package weighs 3.2 pounds. 3.2 pounds. That's like what? Kilo and a half? Something like that. And I also have to say, this is a first timer for me, at least since I was a child. And something tells me that this is not going to be child's play. But here it is. Can you see it? Do you see it? You see that? 4D build, detail models, 223 pieces, and it is a cardstock model kit. Now, I have never done a cardstock model kit. Our good friend Graham McMillan, otherwise known as Mac, for some strange reason, he showed it off on Ice Queen 7's channel when we did the Sue's Day, and it came out great. So let's take a look and see. We've got, this is not a 3D puzzle. This is not a 3D puzzle. So I tried one of those once, and yeah. Okay, so we don't get much. www.spinmaster.com, customer care at Spinmaster. So I guess that's the name. And oh, and the other thing that's unique about this is I've never done anything Star Wars. Always been a Star Trek guy. I mean, I went to the first Star Wars movie, which was absolutely awesome in the movie theater. And along the way, I've seen a couple of the other ones. After the third one, I got no time for it. I'm not the only one who thinks they just wrecked the whole franchise. But in any case, always been a Star Trek guy, but they've gone and wrecked that too. So, yeah, they wrecked that too. They should have stopped it. Next Generation. But anyways, I'm an opinionated old, you know what, aren't I? Anyways, okay, so here we go. So, 17 inches by 12.5 inches by almost 9 inches. It's a big beast. And it gives you the... Now, there's... I mean, I suppose you could if you wanted to. But this is all pre-decorated. But it shows you, you know, how it goes together. The different pieces of card. And so, let's take a look here and see. And yeah, the box has been squished a little bit. But I give him credit for the good sturdy box, definitely. Ooh. What do we have here? I guess this is the cement or glue you're supposed to use. Nice of them to include some for you. I think Mac said that there were other things better to use. So I'll have to go back and look at that. Okay, let's take a look here and see. Okay. Very nice glossy instruction book. We'll get to that shortly. Okay, so be very careful with this. Beautiful late spring day here on Vancouver Island. We had a good bit of rain over the last couple weeks, and the blackberries are taking advantage of that, so we're going to have a nice harvest of those. I've got raspberries put in. The blackberries grow wild around here, everywhere. And so, and it looks like it says here 110, so I don't know, is that 110 scale? I don't know. Anyways, they give you this thing that Graham told me said was no good for punching this stuff out. So he said you want to use a nice sharp blade instead. So here we go. And as you can see, it's all pre-decorated, pre-weathered, blast damage, everything. It's kind of glossy. I think afterwards I'll have to put some kind of finish on it. I'll ask Graham what he did. Two sides, inside, outside. Pretty cool stuff. Woo! Just like when we were kids. You remember these? Oh my God. I gotta get some construction paper and mucilage. And then I can build myself a little paper something. You guys remember mucilage? Okay, and so yeah, it looks like this one folds out. And the crease here doesn't matter because this is going to be on the inside. And, oh, another one. Yeah, ooh, it's all folding stuff. Okay, good. You know what I'm thinking? You know, some people might say, me, cardstock. You know, well, you know, this takes some engineering too, you know. So, anyways, if anybody wants to poo-poo on that, well then, I guess they can poo-poo on that, and I'll flush it away to where it deserves to go. This is not really super amateur stuff. No different really than assembling a model kit. Anyways, yeah, so if you haven't checked out Ice Queen 7, drop by. It's, you know, fine group of folks. And all very supportive, all very respectful. And dang, I mean, they produce some unbelievable stuff over there. And I'm very happy that they've included me, well, allow me to join the group and show off my my feeble attempts at assembling and decorating model kits. They only get to see the best. I suspect some of the rest of them are like that too. But anyways, we do show our disasters sometimes. But, you know, don't want to get too boring. Okay, so yeah, so here we go. And this all folds out. All very thoughtfully done. Copyright, trademark, Lucasfilm, Disney. There we go. I actually met George Lucas once outside his Skywalker Ranch. I was working for a fella down in California, an old guy, and he liked to go wandering drives. And in one of our wandering drives, we got lost. And we were driving down this road, and nothing but trees on either side. And yeah, we were lost. So anyways, yeah, and then we were driving along the road, and saw this fella on a horse. Looked kind of familiar. Anyways, so yeah, he on a horse sitting there on the road, and so we stopped to ask him directions, and he said, and we said, you know, we're lost and la la. And old Bill, he was well into his 80s, and he had Parkinson's, wasn't doing too good on a hot day. Anyways, etc., etc. He said, "Oh, your friend doesn't look very good there. Why don't you come up and have a cool drink?" So he says, "I'm going up this way." He says, "You just drive up this road and follow the road, and you go." Okay, fine. So we drive up the road. So I drive up the road, and kind of looking, get up to the top of the hill, and we're looking, and there's a very nice, big place with lots of buildings. And the fellow on the horse come over. Guess he knew how to get up there quicker than we did. Anyways, he come over and dismounts his horse. We get out of the car. And he says, "Welcome to Skywalker Ranch." And then I knew why I recognized him. It was George Lucas. Anyways, so yeah, so in we went. We went into this little, whatever, and we had lemonade. Chat was nice, and we got in the car and we left. Pretty interesting. Anyways, so let's take a look and see here. Apply glue to areas where you feel the tabs may become loose. Well, that makes sense. Full drying time is approximately 45 minutes. For faster assembly time, please use fast drying glue as an alternative. And this is interesting. Caution, do not drink glue. Okay. Seems to me that should probably be lesson number 1. If you don't know that, you shouldn't be having one of these. Anyways, and all the warnings and everything. And then there's this little thing here that Mac told me not to use. He said to use a extra sharp knife instead, which I will. And we've got some color coding going on here. So that will be helpful. And it's going to go step by step. And yeah, it just all goes step by step by step. And you put all the ribs in. All these little bits, and it's going to look fun. It's going to be fun. And yeah, it looks, this picture doesn't do it justice. The one that Graham put up of his completed kit, beautiful. Excuse me. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to say, was that it's about $55. So, if you want a Millennium Falcon, just gotta put it on the shelf and look at it. And you don't want to spend, well, you've seen how much they want for the Millennium Falcon plastic model kits, especially from Bandai. Now, I'm not criticizing Bandai. They make great model kits. As a matter of fact, Zinzan just completed a, what is that, walkie thingy? You know, the one that got darn with the Ewoks squished it with the logs. I can't remember what it is. SRX3, whatever. Anyways, you can tell I'm a big Star Wars fan. Yeah, so there it is. So yeah, this is very reasonably priced, and and really, in the end, it's probably going to look pretty much the same on the shelf. And so everything's pictographed, but there are some notes here. I like this. There are no more pieces left on sheet D. I tell you when you're finished with that sheet. That's good. Don't be looking for more. And yeah, here we go. me a Wookiee. You know, there's an offshoot of Wookiees here in BC. We call them Sasquatch. And yeah, they're big, hairy, smelly. Not very social though. I guess maybe that's where they got the idea. Anyways, okay, here we go. Oh yeah, there it is. I knew it had to be there somewhere. Okay. Okay, people. Be good. Be nice, Steve. Okay, so yeah, it's something a little different. And fun. I'll have to ask Mac how long it took him to assemble. But there's a real nice stand for it, I think. You might have to get that aftermarket. I don't know. Oh, it says stand included, so it must be in there somewhere. But there you go, to get an idea of the size. There's your Chromebook or laptop or whatever you want to call it. Here's your cell phone, and here's your Millennium Falcon. Quite respectable as far as I'm concerned. And it's good, thick, sturdy cardboard. Or cardstock, sorry. Okay, so not going to do a traditional rating on that. Hard to do, really. Because it's not a plastic model kit. My criteria is all geared towards, plastic model kits. Value? Thumbs up. Packaging? Thumbs up. Contents? 2 thumbs up. And instructions? Didn't see anything to be upset about there. 2 thumbs up. Okay, and so yeah, so there we go. Something quite different than what we usually see on the channel here. And so I hope everybody enjoyed looking at that. And you know, I'm not gonna go jumping into a whole bunch of cardstock models, but hey, you know, I mean, if $350 or $250 for a plastic model kit versus $50 or $75. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of Jason over at Modelkitstuff, of course, Airfix just dropped their new Bristol Bulldog interwar biplane fighter. So everybody out there is reviewing it. But check out Jason at Modelkitstuff. He does great reviews, has a fabulous accent, and really knows his stuff. And I'm not dissing anybody else out there, but you know, Jason at Modelkitstuff. Like I said, does good reviews and stuff. And yeah, he did a very nice review on that. And I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Unfortunately, with Airfix, with the new releases, I'm still waiting on the 148 Sea King helicopter. With the new releases, they don't show up here in Canada, or in the colonies, as we say, for sometimes many months afterwards. But I always put Matt at NRC Hobbies onto it, and actually, interestingly enough, I'm starting to ramble a bit here, but I went in one day. Oh, I don't know. It was last year, probably before Christmas, and quite a while before Christmas. Anyways, and I was asking about ICM kits. I said, "Do you have any ICM kits?" I looked on his website, nothing there. Because he always says, if you don't see it, I can usually order it. So great. And I mean, Matt really knows his stuff. But anyways, he kind of looked at me. ICM. I said, yeah, Ukrainian company. They're doing great stuff these days. Oh, okay, I'll check it out. Anyway, so yeah, next time I'm in there. It's there every week. Next time I'm in there, he said, "Oh, what? I signed up. ICM in Canada, you can't sign up with them directly. It's only for retailers. So anyway, so yeah, he signed up for it, and yeah, he's going gonzo. People are loving the kits. They're great kits, a lot of fun. And if you're interested in ICM kits, check out Peter Oxley's channel. ICM, I love you, but you don't send me free kits like you do Peter Oxley. Anyways, so yeah, so check out Peter Oxley's channel. Not only ICM, but he has great stuff, and he's a great reviewer, very personable, and we've actually become pretty good friends over the past few months. So, anyways, yeah, that's it for today, and so I have one more kit coming within the next couple weeks. Heading to Calgary. Gonna fly over the Rocky Mountains to Calgary for a little long weekend getaway next week from today. And so we'll go to Calgary, eat some delicious fresh Alberta beef, and so anyways, yeah, there except for that one thing coming, there's going to be a little bit of a break. So anyways, thanks for everyone for joining me. Please leave comments. I want to emphasize not only how much I appreciate everyone's time. It's valuable. Napoleon once told his generals, "I can give you anything but time." So, and he was kind of smart, I think. But anyways, so yeah, we're gonna go take off to Calgary for a few days, and might have something to say about that in one of my videos. But anyways, like I was starting to say, not only do I appreciate everyone's time, but I wanted to let everybody know this channel, 455 subscribers now as of yesterday. Thank you. But the channel is not monetized, and the channel will never be monetized. The main reason is that what I do isn't worth monetizing. And the second reason is I just do this because I like it. And I like to do the videos. I appreciate it when people leave comments, and I really love the comments, especially when they're almost always interesting, supportive, informative. So I really appreciate it when people leave comments like that. So if you like what you see, give me a like. There's way better people out there than me, and I'm very humbled and flattered to think that there's 455 people out there who found it worthwhile to subscribe and actually do continue to check out my videos. Sorry about the chimes. That's my infant, otherwise known as my smartphone. I call it an infant because it makes noises that I have no idea what they mean. Alright, so thanks again to everyone. Really appreciate it, and hope you enjoyed the show, and maybe open up to another part of another hobby craft, slightly different hobby craft, but anything where you have to learn how to put things together, follow directions, so on and so forth. It's a good thing. We've lost too much of that. Too many people aren't taught to follow rules. Too many people. Okay, I'm just going to stop there, okay? Alright, love you all, and appreciate all the time that you've spent. And as I said, leave a comment. We don't always have to agree, but we can always be respectful to each other. And this is what the world needs. More. No, I'm not going to sing Burt Bacharach. No, that's for some other people. Alright, so thanks again. There'll be quite a few completed builds coming down the wire. And so thanks again. We'll see you next time. Bye now.